Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is another great day to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite. We are on episode 8 now. Only, 4 more episodes left to count episode 8? 5, I think. But yeah, anyways, I'm really excited to be able to get into this episode, because the last episode was, rather slow with that whole beach sort of an episode. It was more of a swimming pool, let's just be honest, but I classify that as a beach episode. That and, all that kind of useless backstory that we were getting, on some of the characters, was one of the more filmery episodes, I would have to say. Yeah, so I'm interested in getting back into some of the plot here, just to be able to kind of see what happens to trump this whole thing up here. I'm really hoping to see more action between some of the classes. We got some of that in episode 6, which was really great to see, and I really want to see more of Kushida's yandere-based side, that yandere aspect to our character. I'm really excited to, even just for a second, be able to just kind of to get back into that for a minute, because I'm really, really interested into seeing what they can do with that. That being said, I don't really have anything else to say just kind of before we get into this. Last episode was, reasonably simple, as I was saying towards the end of last episode. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, and please feel free to check out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. $5 level, full-length reactions, unedited. $10 level is voting on new series to watch, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in any of that, check all that stuff out. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into episode 8. Oh, the story of Icarus. I like the story. Now he flies too close to the sun and his wings melt and he falls. Yeah, it's always been an interesting story. I totally forgot that other guy's name though. It wasn't just Icarus, it was Icarus and that other guy. I can't remember. He's a famous guy, why can't I remember that?
数日前、ある男が学校に接触してきた。綾小路清隆を退学にさせろとな。
それは意味不明ですね。それが誰か知りませんが、理由もなく退学なんてさせられませんよ。
無論、この学校の生徒である限り、だが問題を起こせば話は別だ。
This is where he gets too close to the sun. Oh, yeah, it was his dad, right? I remember that.
俺は傲慢なイカロスと違って太陽に喧嘩を売ったりしませんよ。
お前の意思は関係ない。私がそうだと判断すれば。I
would pay to watch an entire anime dedicated to the story of Icarus. I would. Like, if it was done as well as they're doing it in this play right here, I would totally watch it.
お前が A クラスを目指すというのなら、私はお前を守るために全面的にフォローする。いい話だとは思わないか。
話になりませんね。
残念だ。綾小路。
I was like how they're paralleling it with the story between Ayano Koji and the teacher. Like that, see? They do pretty good at like symbolism here, like they were doing that same sort of an effect with the bugs in episode 5 or 6.
それでも教師か。
今ここで決断しろ。A クラスを目指すか、退学するか。
Good question.
後悔するかもしれませんよ。
Yeah, I would, with the backstory we got in episode 6. On what that kid went through when he was young, I definitely wouldn't want to try to manipulate that guy at all. Please don't go with another beach episode twice in a row. Okay. I'm gonna presume there's more plot here this time.
夢見てるみたいだ。学校も太っ腹だよね。こんなクルージングに連れてってくれるなんて。ねえ。
豪華客船 スペランツァ。この船には一流のレストラン、演劇が楽しめるシアター、プールやさまざまなアミューズメント施設、高級スパまで完備されている。もし個人で旅行しようと思ったらうん十万はかかるだろう。
これ全部無料でレンタルできるんだ。キキョウちゃんにはこの水着が似合うと思うよ。ちょっと派手すぎない？いいじゃん、バカンスに来たん
If
だ
I ever went on a cruise, I would want it to be on this ship. I'm just saying. Like, that is top quality ships. Speaking of ships, they actually haven't seen any ships between the characters since, like that third episode. I'm actually kind of surprised.
マジかよ。
And I didn't really think there would be any in this show. I mean, I feel like I'm still too early to say that, but I don't feel like I'm too early. It's episode 8.
行ってくれ。
Okay, I take it back. I take that back. I've seen that develop
どうした
by
の？
episode 12, so. With other shows. Oh, wait, here we go. Like, this is it. I think. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no.
そろそろ下の名前
Okay,
呼んで
yeah.
もいいかな。ダメかな。キキョウちゃんって呼んだら。
じゃあ私はカンジ君って呼べばいいかな？
Yeah. It's so funny, like, they're so nervous about the question.
キキョウちゃん。キキョウ。
They totally get offset by the reverse.
カンジ君。
あいつやりやがった。
ただ名前で呼ばれただけだろ。
綾小路。堀北の名前ってなんだ。
は？
堀北の下の名前を教えろ。
It's funny, he doesn't even know it.
スズメ。可愛いな。好きだ。よし、俺も下の名前で呼ぶぞ。
See what I mean? He's trying to get to that level, but he didn't even know the name in the first place.
スズメ、ちょっといいか。スズメ、一緒に帰るぞ。
愛理ちゃん、愛理ちゃん、
なん
愛理ちゃん。
なんだよ、こいつら。
Force is with me. Wait, I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
美しい。おい、これどんな料理なんだ。フロマージュとテッド、香草のソースを添えて。
Yeah, don't you guys always get that
適当に頼もうぜ。
on the menu?
すいません。注文いいっすか。すんません。
やっぱり違う。
お前ら D クラスだな。
あ？だったらなんだよ。
いいか、ここはお前らみたいなクズが来る店じゃ
Wow,
ない。
stuck up guys. Yeah, you just pissed off
ク
the
ズ
wrong
には
dude.
ジャンクがお似合いだ。ハンバーガーでも食ってろ。
ハンバーガーバカにしてんじゃねえよ。ヤヒコ。
I like how he's more angry about the hamburgers, though. I mean, he's got his priorities in the right spot, though. I'll say that for sure. I love hamburgers.
バカンス中とはいえ、生活態度で減点されることも考えられる。A クラスの生徒としての自覚を持て。
はい。
君たちもマナーを勉強したらどうだ。
I love his haircut
周りの迷惑にならないように。
and his chin. he's like, he almost kind of looks like Professor X from that way, from the side
こ
angle.
れが暴力事件を起こしたっていう。寝つき怖い。
何人か殺してるだろう。
ざけんなよてめえら。
君はまた同じ過ちを犯すつもりか。
違う店行こうぜ。
A クラス、カツラギ。
Now he looks like that super villain from Superman from the backside. I can't remember his name. That's two really famous people I can't remember in a row, and I have to go back and watch that again. Okay, hold on. Yeah, worth it.
気持ちいい。星宮さんさ。
Then you say that.
ごめんごめん。
Yeah, that's funny.
続けて。A クラスの
The fan service in this show is it's getting up
C ク
there.
ラスのリュウエン君の動向には注意が必要だと思います。じゃあ D クラスは 堀北さんと平田くんだと思います。
Yeah, okay, this is definitely getting up
いる
there
んじゃないかな。
quite nicely.
噂だと高円寺くんが成績も身体能力も
With
抜群に
DXD
優れてるって聞きましたけど、高円寺くんもそうだけど。
Because I don't think I've seen anything that can really come close to a level of High School DxD in terms of the amount of sexualization that they do with that show, right? I mean, can you think of any show that comes even remotely close to that one? Because I don't think I can. I mean, I can think of ones that kind of match it, but I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one that can go above that. And they're doing pretty good with that scene.
数日前、ある男が学校に接触してきた。綾小路清隆を退学にさせる。
I was curious more about this.
平田か。
ごめん、寝てた。
いや、
よかった。これから軽井沢さんたちと合流して遊ぶ予定なんだけど、一緒にどうかな。
軽井沢。遠慮しとく。俺は別に軽井沢たちと仲がいいわけじゃないしな。
みんなと仲良くなるいい機会じゃないかな。
一人でいる俺を放っておけないのか、それとも。
綾小路くん、実は少し
Why
相
is it
談
I
した
can
いこ
never
と
get
が。
behind that guy's name?
相談？
Ayana Koji.
僕と堀北さんの橋渡しになってくれないかな。この先 D クラスが一致団結していくために、堀北さんは必要不
I
可
mean,
欠
yeah,
な
I
人
mean,
だ
I've
と
been saying that since like the very beginning. I mean, she's obviously that integral
聞いた
player
話だと、
for the
須
class.
藤君の無罪を証明した
Obviously,
のは堀北さんだっていう
her
し、
and the main character.
クラスで協力し合えば。
But I mean, that's what they're going for with the character design. So I mean, it's kind of
出なくていいのか？
ごめん、やっ
expected,
ぱ
I
りそろ
think.
そろ行かないと。もし気が変わったら僕の携帯まで連絡してくれるかな。
わかった。
じゃあまた。もしもし、ごめん、すぐ行く。お客様、困ります。濡れたまま廊下を歩かれては。
あいにくと私は物心つく頃から体は吹かない主義なのだよ。
He's not about to start now. He's not about to break his
昔から言うと
flawless record there.
水も滴るいい男とね。
Yeah, let's look at that manliness. Man, that dude's got like a 10 pack. I've got like a 0 pack. In fact, I've probably got like a negative 10 pack. Actually, I'd probably be dead. Okay, you can skip this. I don't need to see this.
最高だね。
And then that one sentence that they say. Oh my gosh. They kept that short though.
早かったわね。
なんだ、いきなり呼び出して。
この旅行がただのバカンスで終わると思う。
No, no, I don't. Which is what I was saying at the beginning of the episode, where I was hoping that there was more plot.
この船の行き先は学校が所有する南の島のペン
But
シ
of
ョ
course,
ン
that's not what they want. They want the vacation, because why would they want the plot, right?
油断は禁物ということね。
こんなところにいたか。
Oh, that English dude is back. Come on, say something funny, dude.
特別棟にカメラ仕掛けるとか面白いことやってくれるじゃねえか。
Oh yeah, we never actually got to see these guys interact
お
before.
前みたいな女は嫌いじゃないぜ。鈴ね。
どこで調べたのか知らないけれど、気安く人の名前を呼ばないでくれるかしら。
その表情、なかなか色っぽいな。
誰だか知
That's
らない
probably the only thing I agree with that
あな
guy.
たと一緒にいるのが不
saying
快で
so
しか
far.
ないわ。
俺はお前のファンなんだ。
ちょっと
今度は俺が相手をしてやろう。楽しみにしてな。
龍炎、
あ？なんだ、息吹か。
あんたに話したいことがある。
俺が恋しくなったか？
I do love his confidence level though.
あんたの
That
やり
dude's
方
just
には
like
もう
not
我
afraid
慢
of
できない。
anything, and I feel like he has the intelligence and the
まあいい。
some minor resources to back it up. Like for example, that bodyguard that's just like standing right there. Boom, like that. Although at the same time, I feel like if he wasn't there, if he didn't have his resources, he actually wouldn't be that strong. I feel like his confidence would just, like his confidence is like the only thing that he has. That and maybe some physical strength just based off the body type that he has, but
まだ話は終わってない話せ
That's enough.
that's I was gonna say something like it hurts, but then he said that and it just made me
お
laugh.
い大丈夫
Man, I shouldn't be laughing. Just got thrown against the metal.
関係ない
Man, that would hurt so bad. Yeah, I'd probably hate help too when you've just been thrown against a.
C クラスの崩壊が近そうね
Okay, so that is class C. I was wondering about that last episode with the groups. I'm pretty sure I saw her in Group C.
ご報告ありがとうございましたますみさん
次は何をすればいいの
そうですね探ってほしい
Man, what I would pay to watch Lelouch play chess again. Man, that was just such a good match. Any of his matches, really.
チェック
Doesn't matter if Lelouch is playing like Yagami. Doesn't matter if Lelouch is playing that main character from No Game No Life. I can't remember his name. I know Shiro, but I can't remember his name. Sora, that's right.
だと思うんだけどどうかな私とその
さくらどうした
いつの間にそこに
今来たところだ
消えた私の話消えちゃった
Yeah, for a sec I would say no, just in case. Okay, good. Just in case she was a yandere character again, because you already screwed up with that one time.
その
何かあったのか
何があったってわけじゃないけどまだ私クラスの人とうまく話せなくてごめんね勝手に頼ろうとして
別にいいさ話を聞くだけなら俺でもできそうだしな
He says that, but I mean, what can that guy not do? I mean, I'm actually just more impressed
そんな大した
by something that he can't do.
綾野浩二君とさくらさん私部屋に戻るね待ってごめんね声かけない方が良かったかない
やさくらの人見知りは治らずか
綺麗な星空ね綾野浩二君
Come on, give us some
こんな
yandere.
風に櫛田を見ているとつい
Yeah,
話が
okay,
でき
fair
ると
enough. I'll take that, even if it's just another flashback.
じゃあ俺は先に戻るから
もう帰っちゃうの
眠くなってきたしな
そっかそれじゃあまた明日おやすみ
But still, I do expect it to come back, and I'm glad they're touching back up on it right now. Maybe we'll see something in this episode, if not, maybe the next episode?
待って
Okay, cool. Or right now, hopefully, maybe.
警戒してるんでしょ
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get it right now, I guess.
私わかるんだそういうのごめん急に
Okay, give us a
一人
second.
き
I'll
り
take
に
it.
なるのが
That's as I
寂しくな
said.
って綾野浩二君なら
I do like the music in this sort of a situation too. It's
なん
nice.
でもないの忘れて
おい見ろよ
Oh, I almost thought it was gonna be an iceberg. But I guess they probably said it was an island.
綾野浩二君
Never mind.
ああおはよ
Man, if it was an iceberg, that plot really did just flip from like to the 180 there.
綾野浩二君もそう思わないう
いつもの櫛田か
そういえば堀北さんは一緒じゃないの
さあ旅行を満喫するタイプじゃなさそうだし部屋にいるんじゃないか
そうかも
Place looks very desolate. It's a perfect place to get stranded.
今から島に上陸するにあたり 諸注意事項の説明が行われる。それまでここで待機するように。
あっち早くしてくれよ。
部屋にいたのか。
ええ、本を読んでいたの。続きが気になっているけれど、私物の持ち込みが禁止されているなら仕方ないわね。それにしても
学生証は没収する。代わりにこの腕時計を着用しろ。許可なく外した者にはペナルティを課す。
妙に慎重というか
Interesting. I wonder.
警戒してい
I
る
don't even know why they're actually here.
確かに
Like
ただ
going to
海
this
で遊
island.
ぶ
Did
だ
I
け
just
なら
miss that
ここま
information,
でしなく
or
てもいいはずだな。
I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. I guess it doesn't really matter if I missed the information, if I can see what happens.
1名ではあるが病欠で参加できなかった者がいることは残念でならない。ではこれより本年度最初の特別試験を行いた
Okay,
い
so I
と
guess
思
it
う。
is a test.
は
I don't know what they're doing though.
試験も
Obviously, as I said, it's desolate, so it's the
期
perfect
間は
place
これ
to
よ
do
り
a
1
test.
週間。君たちには無人島で集団生活をしてもらう。
Yeah, that's a good. That's a hard
ここ
test.
から先は全て
It's just a good thing that Class D solidified the relationship with their outliers, because now that Pseudo and them had like a good relationship, it would have been much more difficult had they not had a good relationship.
バカンスは終わりか。
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad there was more, plot in that episode rather than just those like filler episodes. I mean, that was definitely. I feel like that was still just kind of building up to something. I mean, I feel like the more world building you have to do, character building you have to do, usually the better the ending actually gets. As a result of all of that building, you get to that conclusion, and the more building you've done, it's just, it's just an explosive ending that's like really good. 'Cause I mean, as every place I've seen this reviewed at, it's been 4 or 5 stars. So I mean, I can definitely tell you that there's probably going to be a pretty good ending. That's for sure. I really don't know what's going to happen though. I mean, it's only just kind of been like a school sort of a scenario so far where they're competing against other classes. So I'm really hoping that we can see even more, again, more action here, just kind of moving forward. Between the various classes, and I mean, even if that's not going to take place, I mean, just any action between the point system, whether that's the backstory of Ayana Koji, whatever it is. I'm just hoping to see more backstory in that sort of a regard. But yeah, I think it was pretty interesting that Horikita and that Class D representative dude, they finally got a chance to talk, and as I kind of said, I mean, I feel like his entire sort of his character is kind of based off of his confidence because of like all of the resources around him. Like he always has friends next to him. He always has that big, English bodyguard dude around, and I love that guy. I mean, despite how violent he got in this episode, just the way he talks in English, it's just it's spot on with the English that he actually does in the best Japanese variation that they can give you. So I'm interested in seeing more about his character, and definitely more about how these different classes are gonna. I mean, I'm gonna presume that they're gonna compete with each other on this island because they're gonna be stranded here for a week. And as I said, it's like the perfect island to get. It was desolate. Like that was the first thing I thought of when I saw how desolate it was. I mean, what if they just got stranded there and then they compete with each other? And I mean, not that they're necessarily stranded there. They are stranded there because I mean, this is a test, and I'm sure that they're not going to be able to leave it until the test is passed or the time frame is over. But I'm definitely interested in kind of seeing what happens on this island. I can definitely imagine that there would be more sort of action going on here. I mean, I feel like because the first thing you have to do when you get on the island is you have to figure out, okay, where are you going to sleep, what are you going to eat, what are you going to do for a week. You're just going to sleep around, you're going to go walk around, and obviously shelter and food and water first. And the more more solidity you have between the rest of your class, the easier it's going to be to manage living there for a week. And if you don't have the relationship there, like I don't think Class C has, like I can see Class C just kind of falling apart, or like his direction just getting to a point, that Class C president dude getting to a point where you really can't I guess control it. I don't want to say control it, but I guess like I can see people like him like making certain decisions that just kind of like I can like imagine him like being like the sole dictator of the group, and as a result of that dictatorship, other people don't get what they want, and that creates a downfall between their own class, whereas I don't really feel like Class D would have that. I feel like that they can kind of just work things out on a team-based level rather than just having to follow somebody's orders. I'm not entirely sure about how B and A, but I feel like their relationships are pretty good overall, just based off of the minimum time that I've seen them on screen. I feel like they're not the kind of groups that would not trust each other already. Not obviously that's B and A though, right? I mean, they're already at the tops. That would be like a prerequisite for even getting to that level, I would think. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing more about kind of what happens here, and yeah, I guess I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Remember to like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed, and check out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. $5 level is, again, full-length reactions. $10 level is voting on new series and stuff. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say, so I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks, guys.